This is the Lydian spin, and you know we're not going to stop. But we would appreciate any help we can get because, look, our mouths do not run on gas and air alone, occasionally food and drink. So if you wouldn't mind contributing, no contribution, too large or too small, because we're just going to keep going whether or not you help us out. Your gain, your loss.
The PayPal is paypal.me/TSD1975. That's paypal.me/TSD1975.
It would help. We're going to keep going. You know, we don't like to beg, and certainly we're not, but actually, it's a fucking command. Take it or leave it. Thank you. This is the Lydian Spin. This is the Lydian Spin with Lydia Lunch and Tim Dahl. I'm here with Mike Hoffman.
I can't believe it.
Grappo. I'm on the boat Stubnitz. Been here many times.
MS
MS.
Stubnitz, and I'll just say I've said it before. I've been there. It's a functioning boat, by the way, venue. If you don't know,
I've been here 5 or 6 times.
I've been there a million. I've been there in Rostock.
Oh, you've been here a million times.
Yes,
been here every night of his life.
Rostock.
How many
Hamburg,
days? How many days in your life are there?
Oh God!
How many days in your life have there been? Doesn't matter. I'm just saying this. It's cold in Brooklyn. It's cold in Hamburg. There's more snow here than there was in Stockholm or Switzerland.
Oh my God!
But I have Mike Hoffman heating my ass right now.
And for the listeners who can't see Lydia right now, and may I
look like Johnny Thunders.
Wait, it looks like you've been fucking all night. It looks
fucking
like you've been
around.
It looks like you've been rolling around with someone, and
rolling around with myself. Basically, I've been rolling a fucking ball on my sore ass.
Well,
I've been balling myself.
You got the rock.
I look like fucking.
No, you got the rock star messed up hair, but it looks like pleasure has been happening.
Why didn't you ask Mike Hoffman what happened? And Mikey, give him a go. What happened?
Everything that we've always wanted and more.
With
no talk, all action.
Well, sexy noise was in the motherfucking.
Amazing. I can see where you guys are at the dining table in the that room.
Yes,
okay.
We're in the community smoking lounge, drinking fucking
and obeying the rules on the wall.
You know what Ron Athey once told me why I had a backache? He goes, bitch, your legs haven't been in the air enough. I'm like, well, I can raise one of them over my neck, but the other not.
All right. Well, let's move along. Wait, I can talk more about MS.
Why? What's wrong with you talking about my ass?
Actually, I don't think there is anything. There is nothing wrong with that.
Maybe I can talk the pain away. Peaches claims she can fuck the pain away. I doubt it. Although... no question.
Your ass stands so tall that I think if I think if MS Stubnitz started capsizing,
my ass was tall on stage tonight.
No, you would be the safety raft would be your butt cheeks if
James Johnston, this is an outrage.
There's children here.
James Johnston, can we get you over here, please?
There's children in the room, Tim. Just so you know.
That's what I
know.
Heard
It's MS Stubnitz.
We also have James Johnston in the motherfucking house.
Hey, James. Good to see you, brother.
The maestro.
Oh, yeah. It's the whole crowd. Cool.
Except for even Malicious is maybe having a drink in the other room where it's quiet because he is bored.
So many experiences in Stubnitz, and I always have a good time there. It's fun.
It's always a good time, except the fucking stairs are killer, especially with the sleet and snow.
I could imagine.
I'm going to my solo cabin momentarily, and I'm just gonna have a good time.
All right.
I'm glad I look like I've been fucking all night because it's been a while.
You do.
You fucked the whole crowd twice.
You're right. I did fuck a bunch of fucking ugly old men, and I mean, I did get
some cute brothers,
but I did get paid.
Ugly for some cute brothers.
Just the hoe.
We call it gross hot.
Oh,
well, I'm saying.
What's
going on, Tim Dahl in Brookline? Is it still snowing?
Well, it hasn't gone above freezing in like weeks.
The next is coming. The next storm is coming.
Well, and the snow hasn't melted. It just piles of snow everywhere.
Can I stay at your house?
Can I
stay at your house?
I think so. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I don't see why not.
As we do.
Yeah. I don't see why not. You asked me a question. I'll ask you a question, Mike. Are you going to the Reaper Bond tonight? The notorious Reaper Bond.
What do you think?
You might be the wild boar raging through the second.
Look at my skin.
Well, yeah. Now we're talking.
Oh.
I mean, you can find
I
anything
want to see
there.
it after he goes to the Reaper Bond.
Yeah,
I haven't been fucked yet. I ain't freshly fucked.
Oh, well, Reaper Bond.
I fucked Mike Hoffman tonight from the stage, but no biggie. That's what I do. Jesus Christ, Tim, you're bringing out the feisty.
Well, you guys are radiating it over the Atlantic somehow, and it's
yeah. Well, we're trying to melt the ice that's on my ass.
How can we not?
How can you not? All right, I'm gonna talk about a few current events here. Knock it off. So,
go ahead, do it.
All right. Well, layoffs are the highest since 2009. Hiring is the lowest since 2009. But if you're looking for a job, folks, rentahuman.ai is now hiring. That's right.
What is it? What?
Rentahuman.ai is now hiring. Well, bots are renting human beings to do AI tasks.
Excuse me, I'm doing a podcast. The debris over here.
Yeah. So bots are actually hiring humans. You can get paid by a bot to go out
bots are hiring humans.
Yes. Things
As
that
a
they can't do.
bot, I get paid.
Yeah, it goes from really dumb tasks like holding a sign. They'll pay like $100 to doing all types of stuff. So yes, we're at a period where jobs are being taken away.
Can I hold up a dirty sock?
Well,
I don't even wear socks.
That's between you and the bots. I'm sure a bot would actually provide such a job. I don't know who you have. I don't know who you would dangle that sock in front of.
Well, trust me, there's a lot of people that like stinky shit, but that's not me, and I don't have any stinky shit.
Has anyone
don't stink?
Has anyone offered you money for
yes,
your used undergarments at any point in your life?
Hey, we've sold them before. I'm doing better at the merch table, not selling my panty waste.
All right. Well, so yeah, for anyone out there who's unemployed, and it's not even a shameless plug. It's just rentahuman.ai is out there. So
thanks for that little tidbit.
Even OnlyFans girls have been hired by Rentahuman by bots to like kind of orchestrate their whatever video sex stuff.
No, Joseph Keckler started OnlyFangs.
Well, I want to
know what he's selling, but it's OnlyFangs.
I always wanted to start Hate Book, and
I always wanted to start Ass Book.
Well, you can do that, I'm sure.
I already have, but you know what? It's very expensive. By the way, last night opening for Big Sexy Noise was a fucking fantabulous 3-piece female hard rock raunchy ass plumper bitches called the Baby Seals. They'll be on the podcast soon. Please check them out. I'm talking
what city were you in?
I'm talking Thunder Thighs, hot pants, knee-high boots, a cross between the Runaways and Heart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa. What city? Yeah. What city were you in?
That was in Cambridge.
Okay.
Cambridge. They were incredible. I was very impressed.
I missed it.
Well, you'll be there for the rest of the story.
Yeah.
There are, obviously here we have the Epstein files are being released every single day.
Not enough.
It's weird that they're really trying to defend all this stuff, and I don't even know where.
I mean, since Trump's only been mentioned 3,180 times, what more is there?
More.
More. How do you like it? I don't.
And it's looking more and more that Epstein himself was a spy, and for many people, it turns out, for Israel and maybe Russia too. And,
well, I mean, when you're right a week before somebody kills you that you're not going to commit suicide, I think it's a bit suspect.
Oh, lemon dick. Oh,
yes.
Lemon dick.
Yeah,
we had a lemon dick and a mushroom dick, and no wonder they were friends.
I mean,
have either of you ever seen a lemon dick? I'm just trying to imagine what that is.
I personally haven't, and thank
well, wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, did you say
lemon dick?
Lemon dick?
Oh, you're holding a lemon in front of you.
But there's no dick attached.
He had probably a mini lemon dick, which is worse.
I think they're saying that too. Yes, exactly.
Everyone likes a different shape. Don't get me wrong, but shape's got to be good.
I have a story about a lemon, but I'll have to tell it later.
I mean, Simon Slater thinks all these, like, whether it's Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, whoever, all these characters, they have deformed penises, and it's kind of revenge.
Have what?
Like these weird
tortured penis.
Deformed.
You know what? What makes me very upset? Yes. I'd like to get the 1,000 or more
unfortunate survivors in one room with 25 of the top predators and have them beat them to fucking death. Just saying.
Well, I think we have a guest soon, so why don't we end it at that?
He's not one of them, by the way. No,
he's not.
Oh, go catch
All right.
him.
Well, I'm happy to see these smiling faces. I'm in Brooklyn. Lydia's on MS Students in Germany, Hamburg specifically, and the wonderful, incredible Steve Mattos is in Providence. As far as I know,
that's where I am. That's where I am.
We're diversified yet somehow connected.
Well,
that's right.
Well, you guys both also have Italian genes, and you're from the Northeast, so maybe you're connected.
Hey, wait, Southern or Northern?
Wait, I'm actually not Italian at all.
Oh, I thought you told me that. I thought you're Greek.
No, I have it's Portuguese, and then I'm just. But I'm like a mutt, so I'm like English.
Well, by the way, Portugal
Irish,
is
German,
flooded right now. Yeah, you're a mutt. We're all mutts.
Well, if he's Portuguese, most likely it's Azorean. But that's all.
Yes.
Yes. Based on America,
Portuguese. Portugal 1,000 years ago was rich. Excuse me, I'm doing a podcast. Quiet down. Quiet.
All right.
I'm not a fucking boat with 100 people.
It's from Arab on Radar, Doomsday Student, Athletic Automaton, Rome Jackson. Am I leaving things out? I'm sure.
No, that's everything now. That's all. That's
and the most immediate thing is there or what?
That's correct.
Yes, it's a new band, and you're coming out with a new. Or you already came out with a new record? Or you're about to?
No, it came out on the 31st of January, and then
it just came out. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we had a record release.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
You touring?
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Oh.
It's like just local shows, unfortunately, right now. So,
are you guys all locked in with jobs? Is that what's going on, or just people don't want to tour?
My chair is trying to slide.
I would say it's
into the river.
I would say it's a combination of things. No, we would do some touring. We would do some shows for sure. We just but yeah, jobs and
I wanted to ask you that too. Of course, you got to have a job. You're a fucking musician.
Exactly.
Lydia wanted to know, if you don't mind sharing, what is your
day job?
Well, I work in a library at a college. Actually, that's what I do.
Which college?
I guess Providence College.
Yeah, of course I know.
Well, they still exist.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Yep, that is what
All
I
I can
do.
say is when is my spoken word performance happening there?
Oh my God, that would be really something if it happened there, actually.
But is that a Catholic school?
It is. It is.
Who's talking in the background?
I don't know. A bunch of people. I'm here with 2 people and the sound echoes.
All right.
In the meantime, my chair is sliding into the fucking river.
Oh, because you're on the boat.
Backward on the boat.
Here's a connection. You've played MS Students, right, Steve? The boat in Germany with Arab on Radar. You got Arab on Radar never played it?
No, we didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
But maybe
you're knocking it out of the ballpark.
I know. Maybe Chinese Stars played or something.
Maybe that's what it is.
Or Psychic Graveyard, maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
So maybe you played here and maybe you didn't.
Wow.
We did play like sort of a boat thing in Montreal, I think it was. It looked like a boat.
But it looks like a boat, it floats like a boat, but it ain't the MS Strubnets. I'm just saying.
Oh well, I mean, I wish. Are there shows happening on this boat?
I've played here 5 or 6 times.
It's a legendary German venue, or it goes
Which
everywhere.
It's been going for many, many decades.
I played there in Dunkirk, Newcastle.
It has moved around. Now it's frozen on the whatever body of water we're on.
Well, I'm bummed that we never got to be honored with this this boat.
The only problem is there's so many steep stairs, up, down, very slippery. That's the only deficit.
And they're narrow. Are they narrow too?
Fuck to the Aho. Yes, they are.
It's a converted transatlantic up to 250, 300 man industrial fishing boat that's been converted into a venue. And it's still, still operational. It's pretty insane.
And
That's
one
awesome.
of the guys here has been on the
Wow.
boat for 30 years.
Oh shit, that's
30.
cool.
I know.
That's
I
cool
feel
as
like
shit.
I've been on the boat for 30 years in just one night.
So Steve, how many years have you been playing music?
Oh God, I mean, like with bands, or you mean not just entirety of me being a musician, but bands. Oh, I would say it started in 92 or 93. Like I was in a band prior to Arabon Radar, Arabon Radar, because we were Umbrella first. But it was called Pollinate, and I was only in it for like about 6 months. But Andrea was actually in that band, who was our, the old
Original bass player. Yes, yes.
But that band was sort of a mixture of kind of two types of styles, and then I got kicked out because my musical side of it was a little bit more noisy.
But what did you pick up first and when? Before bands, what instrument and why?
Yeah, a clarinet actually.
All right.
Yes.
What about the tuba?
Man, not brass. I feel
I
like
love
I
the tuba, but anyway, you picked up the clarinet when? How old were you?
Oh shit! Elementary school. So it was like I played in the elementary school band, and
had a feeling.
Yeah, I actually did, even though I wasn't really that good at clarinet, but I was in the
Is
band.
Anybody good on clarinet?
Yes.
Who's good on clarinet?
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people. Well, of course, bass clarinet, Eric Dolphy, one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, hell yeah. Wow.
Were you inspired by another clarinet player?
Well, weirdly enough, as a kid, I really liked Benny. I remember being like, Benny Goodman is really cool.
There you go.
Like,
hello.
Well, Benny Goodman was floating. He was such a virtuoso. He was floating his family, paying for everything at age 13 or 14. Like he was making making enough money being such a great clarinet player that he was supporting his whole family.
Where was he doing that, Tim?
Chicago Jewish ghetto.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to pay the rent. Buy him.
Oh, and another fun fact, kind of post big band. He's such a celebrity. It was like a small ensemble combo swing, but it was one of the first interracial mix. So he had black musicians and white. I mean,
I've heard about.
He was a big enough star to make that flex, and he's also like, "Fuck you! You're not going to tell me who's in my band."
Excuse me, Tim Dahl. Can you see my Sicilian bank is overflowing with money? I call the left bosom my Sicilian bank.
Well, the Sicilian bank is it's stuff in that bra.
I just saw money popping out of my bosom. When you said that Benny Goodman supported his family, I'm like, his love didn't pay my rent, but I'm paying it. Hello,
Steve. You're a witness.
You guys were. Yeah.
Steve, you're a witness. Basically, for the audience that can't see this, we talked about Benny Goodman is basically taking care of his fellow musicians, supporting his family, and immediately Lydia's bra and breasts exploded with cash flowing out. It was kind of like a game show, like you win, and like
it's like a ghost
cash everywhere.
I'm surprised I didn't start choking on his ghost.
I think that if you two had crossed paths back in the day, I'm sure, something would have gone down for sure.
God.
Have you ever seen a cash eruption out of breast before, Steve?
No, I have not. So, I mean,
I have to detail this, Tim.
First one.
Today, going through the airport from Heathrow to Hamburg, what goes off in my bag, and this has happened one time before, the guy was totally blushing. It was a young Asian dude. And I said, "Oh, are those my breast uppers?" And he's like, I'm like, "Have you ever seen those before?" He's like, "No." He was so horrified. I'm like, "Put them back in my suitcase." They're like, gelatin sacks for an uplift. Like I need it, but I do have.
Hey, don't give away your trade secrets, but okay.
That's right.
I don't give a shit. More women should get an uplift.
Uplift. Oh,
I'd like it if men have all uplifts.
Steve, do you prefer well, they do.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Steve,
right? No. I mean, it's.
I'm going with the flow.
Steve, do you prefer stalactites or heavy hangers? You don't have to answer.
Or these babies. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Hey, I don't want to say anything to insult anybody.
That's fair. Well, for anyone that can't.
Excuse me, Tim. As you know, my mantra: tits, balls that have ascended.
Okay. Okay. All right.
At least mine are. I don't know.
Let's go back to the clarinet.
Wait, the clitoris?
The clarinet. Let's go back to the clarinet.
So yeah, a good segue back to the clarinet.
Something else. Something that produces music that you put your mouth around. And
oh, you think my tits don't have a song in every fucking? No,
God, what is this? All right.
I don't know. I'm delirious. I just got off stage.
Yeah, Steve brings it out. I guess it's all Steve's fault. All right.
Dave, I'm blaming you tonight. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's that Portuguese in me.
Well, there it is. The Azorian.
Well, there is a flood in Portuguese.
Azorian, exactly. Specifically. Yes.
So, and your family go to New Bedford or something? That's like the kind of the
moment of silence.
I mean, really, the thing with my family that it's kind of like my dad was sort of a weird situation. My dad was like a foster kid, so he never knew his parents at all. Like it was one of those like,
I bet a lot of people wish they didn't know their parents at all. But go ahead.
Yeah,
what a relief.
Yes, no shit. Yeah, like his mom died at birth when she had him, or that's the story. And so they were like strict. It was like we're imagining this strict like Azorian sort of Portuguese, where she had a child out of wedlock, and
we're talking about like 40s,
right?
20, 30s?
30s, because my dad was born in 34. He's passed away now, but like, but yeah, like I never knew my. Oh, hello. So I never knew my dad's parents at all. So he was like,
wait. You never knew your dad's parents, which she didn't really even know.
No.
Is that true?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't know either. Exactly. At all.
Was that traumatic for? I mean,
what a relief.
I mean, being born in 34, you're in the Great Depression, and then you're a foster kid. That just did he have a lot of trauma? Did he have a lot of trauma?
That's what he never really showed it. I imagine. I think it would hurt him. But he was raised as a foster kid. So.
But you also look.
But he did all right, actually, considering.
But also, men did not really talk about their trauma, whether it was war or familial based, until the Vietnam War. Men just didn't talk about it. They went to war, they came back traumatized, didn't talk about it. Men were traumatized, they didn't talk about it. And that's why there's so many fucked up male assholes now, because the tradition has been passed on.
Yeah. Well, they still don't talk about molestation a lot of the time. So
yeah. No, it's unfortunate. I know he definitely. Yeah.
Well, and this is why. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I know that it definitely like hurt him not to have his parents for sure.
Well, and this is also why. I mean, I may go after the patriarchy, but I know that individual men have not had a voice for their own trauma for a long time. I'm not ever against an individual man because I pity that they are of that sex, which is the most abusive, destructive, bullshitting, corrupt species since they stole the power from women in the Bronze Age. So I have a lot of empathy for the average man. I really do, because I'm like, just like the average woman, we are all second-class citizens to the assholes who have power. I'm just saying.
No, there is a large percentage of that. I'm gonna say I really did like my dad, and I feel like he was one of the good ones. So I'm gonna put him.
Of course,
I'm gonna put him on the list of one of the good ones. Surprisingly,
and it sounds like the list is, Tim loved his dad. It's not like there's not good ones, but they did not have. They did not have a form of expression, music, or perhaps sports, whatever. But it wasn't even allowed or thought of that they could express the horror of being a man in a society run by asshole men.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, let's go back to the clarinet, and then
clarinet.
When did you abort the clarinet, and when did you go, and when did you imbibe the guitar?
Oh yeah. I mean, I played up into middle school. I don't know if it's called middle school where you guys are, but like 7th, 8th grade, I still played then. And then it was that thing where I was like 13, and I was like, I want to play guitar. I don't know.
Well, I was listening. Hang on. Yeah. You're 13. What music were you into then that made you want to play guitar?
Oh, I liked Kiss. I liked, Joan Jett. you know,
You
all the
like classic
AC/DC.
rock,
I was definitely in classic rock for sure.
but you're not a classic
when I
rock musician.
no, but I definitely grew up like with the initial classic rock
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
obviously.
And that
So
was
it
your
like,
gateway. Yeah.
oh yeah, I mean that it was like listening to like some of those bands in like the early 80s that maybe want to play guitar. I don't know. It was like the kind of typical story of being like guitar is cool. I want to play
Joan
guitar.
Jett made you want
And
to
then,
play
like,
the guitar.
Sure. Definitely. I don't know. It was
No
like I just
judgment.
liked no, it's just like I liked songs like I said, who made me want to play guitar was like Ace Frehley. So it's like
Well, let me tell you a story about Ace Frehley.
I mean, it was like I know, I imagine there's
No,
there's
she met Ace Frehley. She's got a good
This-
Ace Frehley.
No,
those
I mean,
guys,
he
those guys
overdosed.
unfortunate story with those guys have got questionable.
He overdosed in a
feelings.
bathtub when I was in a room with the hideous jeans.
Oh God.
And the cops came knocking on the door. I could have had them all arrested then. Kiss, yeah. I'm sure I'm in the Polaroid collection, but I was about 13 or 14.
Oh my God. What?
Oh yeah. Well, you didn't tell.
No, I
them-
mean this is like the thing. It's like how many of us like grew up as kids like in that band, but I mean as adults.
Well, I
we're like,
wasn't a
those
fan
guys
of them
are-
at all, but I was a fan of dressing up.
Yeah.
and you're
Well, I was-
backstage.
I'm a fan of people overdosing in a bathtub, which
Yeah.
leaked into the room when the police came knocking on the door. I love that shit.
God. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was Ace Frehley. I guess Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. were
By
trying to
the
pick up
way,
girls.
Tim Dahl, you know this.
Yeah,
Paul
they didn't
Stanley
do
had-
they were straight edge.
Yes.
Right?
Paul Stanley had a better tongue than Gene Simmons.
Whoa. Whoa.
It ain't the size
Take
of the
that, Gene.
instrument. He's all show.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got a fro.
Plus he's an asshole.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
But
what-
at 73, maybe not as much of an asshole as he became. 75, I don't know when it was.
I mean,
Very
what was up with- he dated Diana Ross. That was always weird.
I know.
That was really bizarre.
Did
Yeah.
they trade hair?
And he also dated Cher.
Oh, right, he did. That's not
Yeah.
All right, so you
All show, no action.
So you start playing guitar, and then did you have like a high school joke band before you had like in a band that actually played gigs?
I did have a high school band. Yes.
Okay.
And we used, but we never made it out of the basement. We literally never played a show. It's so funny talking about this. Yeah, we were a hie school band. So it was all guys from my high school. And we were like, playing cover metal songs and shit like that,
Right.
But we never played a show, and I almost feel like it was one of those things where I wanted to play, but it seemed like everyone had a little bit of the I don't know. At the time, they were afraid or something.
They're afraid of leaving the basement.
Do it. Yeah.
Afraid of
I
what? Who was afraid of what?
His high school band never left the basement, he said. So they.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They should have been locked in the garage forever, if you ask me.
I mean, it's probably best that we didn't get out of the basement, probably, you know what I mean? But we,
All right, Kiss and Joe
Considering-
Jett inspired you to pick up the guitar after the clarinet, which, face it, very few rock bands have a clarinet. That was bold
I
of
had
you
a
as a
very,
youngster.
I had a very all over the place, I guess you think about it, because but my dad had a good record collection, so I had stuff in there.
What was your dad's
classics.
favorite record?
Well, I don't know what his favorite record was, but I know he really liked jazz, and he was a big jazz.
Well, that's very vague. Jazz, that
I know,
incorporates
well,
about 100,000 records.
The thing about my
Well,
dad is that even though he liked jazz, when I was a kid, I never heard him listen to the records that we had in the collection. So I remember listening.
By the way,
the records
there's
that he
some more
had.
just put out a book with Byron Coley called Now Jazz Now of their 100
Yeah.
top most alternative jazz things. I never read the book either, but I'm sure it's good. We had
Well,
a little
it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting you bring that up, Steve, because you said he had this record collection, but he hold on. He had this record collection, but you never saw him or witnessed him listening to it. And most
Yeah.
people's relationship with a record collection is this period in time between young teens to whenever, where it represented freedom in their life to actually experience art. And then once they had a job or a family,
Yeah.
that freedom was no longer existing. And so that's why most people consume the music they bought in that period later, because they're no longer free enough to explore art or whatever. It's kind of
Ooh,
But
that's
Tim
really
Dahl, your
interesting.
mother has
Yeah.
1,000 books. Hang on. Tim Dahl's mother has quite a lot of a huge book collection.
we're
And
talking
I
about records,
believe,
but okay, yes.
hang on, I'm talking.
All right.
I think that Tim Dahl just touched them all and absorbed all the knowledge without ever reading them. Kind of the same thing.
Well,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
by
He's
the
just
way, yeah, I mean,
puts his hand on it.
Touches them and absorbs.
it looks like your screen is zooming in and out, Lydia, because I think the boat
It is
wrong.
because my computer is new, unlike yours. What
Oh
do you
yeah.
care how
you
it-
got
Oh,
me.
we're,
No, but
oh,
the-
it's like we're getting like.
Yeah, we're
No,
getting
it's
seasick
because my
looking at the,
chair
like-
keeps sliding into the
We're
river.
getting
I'm on a
seasick
boat.
watching at you. Yes. So no sea
Get
change.
psychedelic. I'm with Mike Hoffman. Most psychedelic experience ever. So go ahead.
Well, Hobbins can start singing sea shanties. All right, so you're checking out your dad's. You're checking out your dad's record collection, the jazz ones, and then
Yeah.
and then which ones are you listening to?
Oh, he had this like that best of John Coltrane record that was like
now we're talking.
Yes. Well, I mean, and that became such a big deal, like to me. Him, he had Art Blake. He had all these like kind of classic jazz guys, but he had like Coltrane, Art Blakey, Ella Fitzgerald, and oh my God, I feel like I need to like look through.
It doesn't matter.
Duke
That doesn't matter.
Duke
I'm going to go back to your
Ellington.
influences.
Yeah.
Kiss, Show Jet, then what? Then when did you get weird?
Well,
when did you get weird?
I mean,
That's
Coltrane's
true. Well,
pretty
okay,
weird.
so like yeah, I guess before I got weird, I was definitely just like into metal, and so like in high school it was mostly metal. And
Wait,
then
what metal?
all
Metal
kinds
who?
of, all the
Voivod?
yeah. Oh, that came a little bit later, like when I was like 20,
I love Voivod.
and it was
Go
like,
ahead.
and it because I was like, it was like a transitional thing. Yeah.
Wait,
Joe
my
Bryant.
camera just automatically moved.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
let's let him answer, Mike.
Joe Bryant.
Mike.
I feel like I had like
Metal.
a journey of listening to like, a lot of like the standard metal bands in the 80s. I mean, Iron Maiden, all that stuff, Metallica. But then like I remember like probably like,
Discord.
later in my teens I started to like hear a lot stranger bands that kind of were like a gate, like a sort of bridge between
Well, who?
that. So
Name names.
well, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just like Jane's Addiction and like stuff like that kind of like crossed a bridge for me and then it was like by like 1920 it's like I started to meet some friends that like started to listen to some really good music, and so like one of the first things at that point that I really got into was definitely Voivod and Birthday Party, and like once like
Two of my favorites.
I was late to it when that happened. Like I was like 20. Like a good friend of mine, Jay Ryan, who was a singer from Six Finger Satellite. Like I used to work with him, and he used to like give me like mixtapes and like got me into bands that I never heard at that time. So Chrome, Birthday Party, just
Let's
like
face it, early Birthday Party were stellar.
But
Early.
Chrome was
Yeah.
incredible too. So
these were bands that were like, once that happened, it was like the floodgates opened for me, and it was
When
like,
you got weird.
I want to see concerts. Yeah, exactly. Then I got weird, and then it just got weirder and weirder from there. Like, like then, yeah,
Weird.
just like seeing concerts I hadn't seen before, like Jesus Lizard, and just like bands that were really kind of like the early. This is like early, like in the 20s.
I consider David Yao gum under the table you don't want to touch, but you can't resist it.
But after that, it just became like a all-consuming thing
Sure.
where,
Yeah.
and then like once I met like those guys like Eric, and like we started playing together, it's like even the two of us started like listening to different music. I started hearing bands he didn't know, like Can, and I think I may have introduced him to Captain Beefheart, and like just like all this shit, like yeah, like I don't know. It was like I wasn't a cool teenager where I like was listening to all these great bands. It took me till like 19, 20 before I started like.
But you know what?
stuff.
Let me tell you this. A lot of 20-something-year-olds, there's no visionaries in my generation. And I say, look, sometimes you have to go look backwards to go forward. And why don't you look at architects? Why don't you look at chemistry? Why don't you look at other? It's not always going to be in music or literature. It might be somewhere else. And it doesn't matter when you
Absolutely.
happen upon whatever you happen upon. If it moves you, it moves you. And hence, sometimes it's Benny Goodman, sometimes it's Cecil Taylor, and it might be
Yeah.
Jesus Lizard, David Yao, gum under the fucking table.
Come under the
So
table.
so then
Come or gum, it doesn't matter.
so then you when you form Arab on Radar, your first
yeah.
show is opening up for Marilyn Manson.
Yes.
That
That was
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know that.
that's like that literally is the first show because before
When
that
was that? Wait, when?
that was 1995.
And
Oh
that's
wait. It may have been late 94. I'm trying to think now. It was like I have the date. But it was either like late 94 or early 95. We had been
Did
called
you
we
like
called our
Marilyn
band
Manson?
we didn't get to see them because
you guys got
What?
kicked,
because the
you got kicked out.
So-
You got
yeah, like so like
What?
we were the band was called Umbrella before we became Arab on Radar. Like
Yep.
we had gone through a series of drummers, and even at that point Craig wasn't in the band yet actually. But we had this guy John Ryan playing drums who was Jay Ryan's brother. And our very first show as Arab on Radar was at Club Baby Head with Marilyn Manson. So and at
Where?
Club Baby Head. It's this club in Providence. It used to be called the Rocket, and then it became
This
Baby
was
Head.
before
A
Marilyn got
lot
very
of.
big, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, this is like a maybe 300 capacity club, just like
But that's
a
not
club.
bad
Yeah, yeah.
for someone
So
like
like
you or me.
didn't like you guys kicked out because you attacked the
yeah.
band.
Wait, you
What
attacked Marilyn Manson?
what happened? No, well, let me tell you the story. So like
I can't wait.
our Arab on Radar, especially at that time, we used to wear like polyester leisure suits, like just to fuck with people. It was just like the look we had.
Polyester
Uh,
what?
leisure suits, just like
How
70s.
hideous.
Yes.
Come on.
Yep. But when we got on the stage just to do our like sound check, the crowd was already packed. It was like people were already like at the front of the stage. We're just doing a sound check, and they
And
were
they don't
all
want to
like,
hear you.
no, they did not. Because there were three bands actually that played. We opened up, and then this band called Monster Voodoo Machine was the second band. They were touring with Marilyn Manson. They were like some industrial band. But like we could tell right from that moment when they were watching us like doing a sound check that this was going to be weird because they were all like kids wearing like long black t-shirts. It was like 93
Columbine.
yeah. So the minute we get out on stage to start playing, they
But can I
immediately
ask you what color were your polyester suits?
oh man, like Eric had kind of like a
Idiots.
off yellow, like yeah, like sort of
Oh,
like
God.
suit. I had this jacket that was actually kind of cool though. It had like this pattern, like this pattern, like was sort of red and all these different colors. And like Andrea was wearing like a dress, like and Jeff, we all had just these
That was
like
hideous. Go on.
yeah. And they just immediately hated it. Like the minute they saw them first being an opening band, and then on top of that,
Wait, 1 second. That's the horror of a band has opening bands. You would think the audience might give them a little leeway. They
yeah.
usually don't.
Right. And they didn't immediately. And I think we already had an energy about us because we kind of antagonized. That was always a thing that was happening is we were antagonizing the crowd because you could tell they didn't like it. So then they're throwing shit at us. They're spitting on us, and they threw like money or something at us. But then Eric, what was happening was Eric as a singer, he had already been starting to be antagonistic, and some people kept trying to pull him into the crowd. And like you could tell that the people were like there was a bunch of middle fingers like up in the air, just like watching us play, spitting on us. And then this guy tried to pull him in the crowd, and Eric like reared back, kicked him straight in the face,
Nice.
knocked his teeth out, actually. So yeah, and so what happened was this was still while we were playing. And then we only played like 15 minutes. Like we had to get off
More
stage.
than enough, I'm sure.
It was funny. It was funny enough. And we get off the stage, and then I don't know how this all conspired, but then I went in the back room and I saw this big dude talking to Eric, being like, "You fucking knocked my teeth out. You're gonna pay for this, you asshole." Turns out he was one of the guys in Monster Voodoo Machine. And so one of the guys in the band, and we like, so it became this like this guy was like threatening him. And I don't know how we ended up getting out of there. Eric actually wrote a story about this, so he has a better story of it. But like, I just remember that we had to get him out of there, especially him. So we basically got all of our gear.
You had to get the toothpicker out.
Yeah, we all had to leave. So I never actually got to see them play. I didn't see the rest of the show. Craig was in the crowd and actually said that he swear he heard people being like, "Want to curb stomp those guys." It was crazy. It was probably the craziest show we ever played in all the years of.
Well, you know what? Don't fuck with the band, even if you hate them, because you could get hurt.
Yeah, it was nuts. And Eric has that. Over the
controversial.
Years, there were fights that happened throughout Arab.
Did anyone ever attack you, Steve, on stage?
Hello.
I actually didn't, believe it or not. They were like attack, like not specifically, probably because. Yeah, I know it is weird because considering how much I would be jumping in the crowd doing everything, but Eric.
Wait, you're playing guitar and jumping in the crowd?
Yes.
I did.
Stage performance was fun, and you would dive in the crowd, and I mean, I'm sure your guitar got unplugged sometimes because you would sometimes go deep into the audience, and
definitely
people would run away.
The only time I ever hurt anybody with people that I knew, actually, I remember finding out that like Dan Boucher from Neptune was like, "You cut me in the face, and I loved it." And then like Matt Brinkman, who was a Fourth Under artist that did a couple of our records, I remember I cut him in the face, but
with your guitar.
Yeah, with my guitar.
So
I've had a couple of people like that where it was like I hurt them unintentionally.
Well, I mean, but you would also, I know with Arab on Radar, you would do these kind of like aggressive stage gestures. I saw you like at the Knitting Factory with Mel Banana, like in the late 90s or early, and you were kind of like, punching your hand like you're going to beat someone up. But then when I know you in person, you're this jovial, smiling dude. So
you're a lot like me, happy, but then when violence is necessary. I have no truck with punching or kicking somebody in the face if they deserve it. I ain't going to do that for free, though.
Exactly.
I mean,
I do.
I'm sure you probably, as a kid, you're probably into some fights, but I don't really consider you like a fighting person.
No, not really. Actually, no. I actually didn't get into fights
ever. Yeah,
no. It's really just a weird switch that happens. You guys are
Yes, how it is. I know.
I don't know. I just something just turns when I get on stage and.
Well, that's why at one point I had to build violence into my spoken word shows. I'll build it into abate the possible idiots that think they're going to have a domination over this. It ain't going to happen. So you might just get your fucking teeth kicked out.
Well, I think that's a big part of it. It's that feeling of like we always felt like we had to kind of like sort of set the tone because it felt like
the tone
people didn't understand. We had to make it like we had to like force them to pay attention, whether they liked it or not.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I like when I go into a room and the performers create an aura that kind of transform the atmosphere, because the atmosphere tends to be pedestrian and people need an escape from their everyday experience.
Yeah.
And that's something to really consider. You guys did that incredibly, actually.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That's what we were trying to do. I just always thought of like some of my, I remember just like thinking of the birthday party, like Roland S. Howard, who you know very well, which is amazing. But his presence, like it was like the presence. I feel like the birthday party was a big influence on us in terms of like the vibe that they gave off when they got on stage. I mean, I've never seen them play, but like the live footage.
But even if the music doesn't represent what you're influenced by, the vibe, exactly.
Yeah, they were just huge in that way. That kind of band, like for just like
for a few years, they were impeccable. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it's like when kids want to watch the horror movie. When there's danger, risk, and it's a little scary because you don't know what's going to happen. And some bands could just do that, and some definitely.
But also, Roland Howard was a very gentle, romantic, sensitive soul. But going back to, he created this aura and this vibe of like seductive violence, even though he was not violent at all.
Right, because like his presence, Exactly.
I think the
Yeah.
greatest thing, I think the greatest thing he gave to music, which more people should pay attention to, is the economy of sound.
Yeah.
Every note mattered. He
Absolutely.
didn't proliferate unnecessary noise. And Teenage
Ah,
Snuff Film, one of his solo
oh
albums, is one
yeah.
of the best pictures ever.
It's
Yeah,
amazing. That's an amazing record.
it's
I
like
mean,
one of my favorites. It's so good. Yeah.
he was such a big idol of mine actually. Like he's
After
so
Joan Jett and Kiss, there's Roland S. Howard. I like that. That was a good transition.
No, it's just that thing, when you're a kid,
graduate eventually,
you
of
like
course. I know.
I mean, it was just more like a songs, what
Well,
I mean?
no,
Like
no.
whenever Jones.
When you're a kid, and these are all novels.
You got to learn what you like and what you don't. You got to go through it
What's
all.
out there. You don't know what's out there, and so
You
you
need
know
to know what's out there, exactly,
Right.
which is why we have this fucking podcast. So a lot of shit
Exactly.
people might not know about that they should, or that
my
they
God.
do know about, and they need to know more about. Of course, obviously.
God, I mean, that's been my whole life is like constantly finding out things that and like you talked about Lydia earlier, like going backwards. I mean, that happens all the time. I'm so many things where I'm just like finding out music from like
Literature,
former decades,
music,
not
art,
even right now.
history,
This is-
architecture,
yeah,
all of it.
absolutely. Yep.
It's not always in the here and now. There's been
Yeah.
hundreds and thousands of years of incredible stuff.
I always say that
Absolutely.
if all art, literature, and music stopped today, there's such a surplus.
We would never consume it all anyway.
Never possibly. And
Oh my God, never. Yeah.
well, you work in a library, so
Yeah.
And I think most music should stop today and go into architecture. Which, by the way, the greatest line about architecture is music frozen in space. Architecture. Just saying.
Ooh, yeah, I love that. And there's always that like, I don't know. I mean, I know supposedly Frank Lloyd. I mean, these architects, like some of them were influenced by the music that they listen to. They listen to whatever classical or whatever, and they're like, like making their designs. And
I'm always fascinated by what writers listen to while they're writing, because I rarely listen to music unless somebody's at my house. But some writers who you would not imagine listen to heavy metal, listen to jazz, listen to whatever. And it's very interesting, like what atmosphere you need to provoke what you need to then do.
yeah, so so you don't listen when you're writing, right?
I certainly fucking do not.
Oh yeah. Yes, exactly. But obviously, since you're already a musician,
But some people do. I mean,
right.
yeah, I mean, I know like Jerry Stoll, I know he listens to all kinds of music when he's writing. I'm just like, I have enough voices in my head. I don't know. No, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. And I'm just.
Yeah, I love thinking that though. I love the idea of like the people listening to music and inspiring them to whatever their other field is.
I mean, I want to know what architects listen to. One of my favorites is Rem Koolhaas, a Dutch architect who wrote one of the best pieces of literature ever called Junk Architecture. 10-page, one-line run-on sentence about how terrible most architecture is. Yeah, Junk Space it's called. It's online. I'm very not influenced by architecture, but I'm very attracted, which is why I lived in Barcelona for 8 years. Pittsburgh, I loved it. Great architecture. People don't realize.
Yes, I'm with you on that because architecture is actually like when I actually initially like as a kid, of course I never pursued it, but I wanted to be an architect. I ended up going
Pull that
drafting.
right out of your head, Steve.
Yeah.
Pulled it out of your head.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I gave up on trying to go to architecture school, but I
It's
did go to
hard work.
drafting. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I did. I was like,
But we need it.
we do. Absolutely.
We need more and better and more ecological, more like vertical landscaping. We need better architecture.
Well, so
we don't need more music, kids. We need more architects.
Well,
better drugs.
Well, hold on. At what moment did you say, no, I'm not doing architecture?
Well, it's funny. It went up until after I graduated from high school, but then I like applied to one school, didn't get in. That was it.
Oh my God!
I just gave up.
No, it's hard fucking work.
Then I went to drafting school and actually got a certificate in drafting, and then never did anything with it either.
Oh wait, drafting meaning what does it actually mean?
So like it was architectural drafting, which is basically you're just drawing the plans that they designed. Anyway, I didn't do it, and that was at the point when I was like, I want to be a musician.
But you got a librarian degree. You ended up getting a librarian degree, right? Or
No, I'm actually I am a imposter librarian. I work in a library, but I'm not. I don't actually have a degree. I have a degree, ironically, in art history and
Okay.
studio art, actually. So I actually do have an art
Did you go to
history.
RISD or something? Or
No, I went to University of Rhode Island.
okay.
It's
All right, so as a librarian, what do? Sit there and check books out? I mean, what the fuck is your job actually?
You were like saying the thing that so many people say. Well, libraries actually have a lot more going on.
Oh,
than
there's
that.
Well, I
You
know, I
you
find
know
them
that.
very necessary. I mean, I
Yeah.
do because some still read.
Yes, right. Right.
I mean,
and I work at an art in a school library too, which is a little different than public libraries, but it's like
sure.
I'm applying for a prison library next month. That's bullshit.
Oh, that'd be cool. Well, I mean,
Oh.
but school libraries and public libraries do share this. Creeps doing weird stuff, hanging out in the bathrooms and stuff. Somehow those places attract the creeps. But
that's
maybe
true. Yeah, you get some people in there that just are hanging around. Most of the time, though, it's just the Providence College kids are very straight and narrow for the most part.
They're really fucking boring at this point. I'm waiting for the next generation to be really radical. But
Yeah, it's
whatever.
almost like we're the weird ones now. Like the kids are like our old
Well,
grandparents.
but that's cyclical. That's what happens.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
straight kids are a rebellion against the weirdos.
Yes, exactly.
We
I mean,
were
there's-
a rebellion against our straight parents.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. Because now those kids are basically at the age that they should be our children. I mean, so it's like.
How do you feel as a librarian about the fact that some states and countries now are thinking kids under 15 should not be on the internet? I think it's a very good idea, actually.
I'll tell you,
I'll tell you why.
I kind of feel that way too. Like it just seems like, you know what? Sometimes I just think that we also as adults shouldn't be on it. Never mind.
Well, look, I'm only on it for
it's
news
like
feed.
it's not good for us either.
I'm only on it for news. For news, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't even look at my own Instagram or Facebook, and I don't even manage them. But I
Oh,
think
man,
that we had real life experiences, and
Yeah.
if you have a kid who's on a cell phone at 4, life dies.
Younger.
I agree. No, I totally agree. I imagine, we don't have children, but I imagine it's got to be scary, like for the people who have kids. Like I wouldn't want that to happen to them, Like
Well,
I
that's
agree.
just lazy parenting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give them the fucking internet. I think real life
Well,
experiences are very important.
It's
not
not
remote.
Lydia, it's not lazy parenting, it's bad parenting because these things are actually mining us. And you're gonna let like a 2 or 3, 4-year-old to get mined. You brought them this person in the world, and then you're just putting them up there just to be chipped away at by these fucking companies.
Man,
keyboard, yeah.
Oh man,
bad news.
It is. It's
Look,
bad.
We had to seek out. We sought out what we wanted, not inundated by a bunch of shit that does not matter.
It's one of those things where it just feels like it's a sociological thing. You're like, are we humans probably shouldn't be doing this? You know what I mean? Like I want to think
it's gonna get worse, which kind of makes me happy, but it's true.
But I wonder if it's true, right? Like this kind of like the being on a phone, like it feels like one of those things, almost like, well, that's what they say. It's almost like in 20 years, will probably be like cigarettes. It'll be like, oh shit, shouldn't have been smoking those cigarettes.
But I love that in Brooklyn. I love that some Brooklyn school kids staged a rebellion where they were not on the internet. They wrote in notebooks with pens. Thank you. This was a very good collection.
There are some kids that are pushing back like that. I do see.
It's going to be there's going to be upcoming pushback because they're going to realize it's just bullshit, bogosity. And by the way, hate, I don't fucking care. Follow my instructions. Who gives a shit?
See, I don't know if you ever saw this last time you're on the road, but there was I saw it in Rochester a little bit some years ago. But there have been little communities where they do rock shows without internet promotion. They would actually do flyers and
but it used to be.
Oh
no. But yes, they're trying to do that. Of course, it doesn't always stay. But who's talking in the background? Who's talking in the back?
Somebody back there. I hear that.
Oh, I'm going to get off now because it's too much here. You can carry on.
Okay, I will finish.
I got to go. I
All
gotta
right.
go to sleep because I'm leaving at 9 a.m., which is not far away.
All right.
Oh,
We're,
But
wow.
you
we're,
continue, you finish this off. The Lydian spin continues with or without me. Well, basically with me, but carry on.
All
I
right.
gotta
Thank you.
go.
Thank you, Lydia. Thanks
You're
for having me
welcome. See you
on.
soon. Hell, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful.
Have a great tour.
it never stops. It never stops.
Talk to you later, Jim. Bye. I
All
gotta
right.
go. Bye. Gotta go. Gotta go.
All right, Steve. Well, that was interesting. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was she was on
yeah, it was a
fire. She was on
hurricane,
fire.
man.
Well, I mean, we got in there. We got in there. So all right. We can. Where were we? We were talking about internet. We were talking about.
Oh shit, yeah.
We can just talk about your music too. I mean, come on.
I like this one. Just like, hey man, what's up?
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about there. Like, when did that
Yeah.
band, your new band? Let's talk. Do the plug and let's talk about that. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's I'm really psyched about playing with these guys. We've been together since like 2021, but we didn't play our first show until 2023 because of
yeah, the pandemic.
Accidents were
Oh.
happening.
Whoa.
Yeah, like Brent, the guitar player, he like got hit. He got into a bicycle accident, got hit by a car,
No.
and
Oh God.
broke his collarbone. And then Pat had like recently had like fell out of a ladder and broke his back. He's fine now, but we've had some like injury things that kind of put a lot of like pausing every time we would be doing something. But things are good. But yeah, we've been really excited about it. We had been working on these songs. This project has just kind of like morphed into a well, it's like, so Brent was a guitar player. He played with Daughters for a little while.
Yep.
He was on that Hell Songs record.
Okay.
He's also, played in this band Cancer Conspiracy that were from Vermont that did a lot of touring. And he's been in a few bands, like amazing musician, just a very talented person. Josh Kemp plays bass, keyboards, and sings. Josh he was in the Chinese Stars for a while. He's in this band Mahi Mahi that was like this two-piece like keyboard dance. Yeah, and like lots of other bands. And then Pat, of course, me and him playing together, not like Automaton. But yeah, I mean, our sound is like, it's we have a lot of improvisational sort of elements to our music. It's like everything that we write has come from jams that we like just spend hours jamming and then like pull it together,
Yeah, you're saying the foundation is that you don't have a setup and then have improv variation within the setup. It starts, the seed is improv morphed into parts, not a skeleton that you fuck around with afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, well, right. And honestly, in almost all the bands, I'm sure you do this too. Like it is how like most of my projects have like been, where we jam, but we really do spend like hours of jamming, and then we would like collect like parts of those songs that we like.
The
best parts, just doing that whole thing and arranging and like.
And then how do you stitch it? I mean, that's always the hard part, because you don't want to force things. How do you stitch those things together in a seamless, cool way? It's just,
oh my God. Well, that's the thing. Like our stitching together process is what's took us so long writing
that's
songs.
The hard part of that.
Like, in this band, unlike my other bands, like we really have these epic songs. They're like they're like long. I mean, most of our songs are like over like 9 minutes. They're really like these like pieces. Like, but we really kind of like have taken from a lot of like elements of like proggy stuff, kind of jazzy stuff, and like elements of like not straight prog, because we're not like that level, but it's like we have a lot of like interest in like kind of like creating more complex stuff now. It's like it just seems to be the way this band is sort of working. I think
maybe that's what's in your head and that's where you are. I mean, it never works unless you're yourself. So that's that.
And I think that like, the introduction, I mean, Brent and Josh have got a lot of that in their heads too. So it's like it's really kind of, it sort of kind of morphed into this like mixture of like different types of musical sort of worlds together.
Yep.
And like was kind of created this sort of soup that we are, which is like a mixture between sort of noisy improvise, because we actually do some improvising on stage as well. So like unlike some of the other bands I've done, like we actually do improvise sometimes. Like we've gone out and done like straight improv like right off the bat. Like I mean not right off the bat, but we've done it between songs. Like we do some interstitials kind of things. And but yeah, so it's kind of a fun band like that. Like we can kind of do that, and it's like
but it also requires trust, obviously.
Yes.
Kind of seeing eye to eye aesthetically, because if you don't,
Yes.
it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, oh no, this person just dropped a reggae beat right now. What
Yes.
the hell's going
no,
on?
you're absolutely right. And it's really kind of it's been amazing in that way that we actually all do kind of meet in the same place that way. And so it's been cool. I mean, I've known all those guys for many years, but like Josh and Brent, I had never played with, but I've always respected the music they did. And obviously, Pat and I have played together, so. But yeah, it's yeah, we have that record out, and we just put out, and I think it gives a good interpretation of kind of what we're doing. And we threw in some improvised jams in the record in between some of the main songs that we did. And but yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, it's been, and yeah, that process of stitching together, like we really seriously like have had some painstaking. It's actually a big part of of this band. It's like some of the songs that we wrote, the stitching together of these songs has taken us like months.
Yeah, that part, because child abuse is similar that way, and it's like,
I imagine,
because you don't want to. I mean, hairpin turns is a flex, but you really got to land that perfect. It has to really work, because otherwise, it's just like, why'd you do that? Then it makes no sense. And to do it, I know with child abuse, like we'll just we'll exchange parts. Like, okay, maybe that's the way to do it. Like, I'll play the drum on bass. I'll play what the drum rhythms are of this part, and the keyboard will play the bass. Just kind of make a little twist tie of it is sometimes a solution.
I imagine with you guys, it's got to be really, really complex, man. Definitely.
That's a pain in the ass.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, let's talk about that, because we all enjoy doing this, and it is fun. But just venues and people going back to their phones, and people just staying in their house. There's less and less of them. Where do you go? I mean, where are people going, and where are you playing? And I mean, it's like,
well, I believe me, I feel like I need to like talk to you, being you're like a full-time musician, so you have to kind of search it out. I find it's harder.
Well,
like it's almost like a disconnect. Like I can't tell if I'm missing something or if things have just changed, because I will say our record release show actually went really well, and we played a daytime. Like we played like matinee, and there was actually a good crowd. And like, but in general, there's been a bunch of shows where I'm like, where is everybody? Like, what is happening?
Well, yeah, one like, theory, I've had that moment. One theory I had, well, I think it's just true. And this is where the record industry, what they failed to anticipate, is that a lot of people went to shows because the band or whatever represented maybe a like-minded demographic together, and together the motivation was to get fucked up, score drugs, maybe have sex, or just some kind of thing.
Yeah.
And with laser precision, these apps and stuff have taken that away, and you don't have to broach a weird conversation like, yeah, this person wants to do this now, and they're around the corner. So it's taken away all those elements, and what's left are just the music fans. And it's like, whoa, this is not that big,
Oh my God,
people are
man.
Really...
That's really profound. Actually, it's interesting because you're right, because these are social places, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so that's
like,
right. So it's like you're scooping out all of the. I think you're really.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
I mean, like Van Halen would play like Omaha, Nebraska, and these people would drive like 5 hours, to see this. But now they have some kink, and these drugs are being delivered to the house. And it's like, I know, I'm not driving 5 hours.
Yeah, they're not right. You're not good. Yeah, it's an inconvenience now, man. But I feel, oh man, I do agree with that, and it's always nice when people actually do come out and then they have a good time, you know?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
people still like it, but you're right, like there's a disconnect there. That is true though. I mean, that must be a big part of it is this like
I think so.
element of like everything is at their disposal now.
Yeah.
You don't have to search for it in that way or search for the person at the bar. You don't have to, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, if you went and saw a band and you felt comfortable in that audience because this band somehow represented your perceived tribe, and you had some weird fetish and stuff, and to broach that conversation, even if you're around your own people, you might get attacked. But now you can be like
Yeah.
anonymous and write these things, and it's being delivered.
I know. Yeah, I feel like so many of us are kind of in the same boat. We're just sort of like, I don't like this, and it's
Yeah.
just like I don't think it's going away. But yeah, I know. I don't know. What is the answer to get people back
Well,
to
I don't think.
music? I
Well,
don't
we'll
know.
see. I mean, I think it mostly is just if you're happy and you enjoy doing it, don't fucking. Who cares? I mean,
Yeah,
that's it. You still have to do it.
I still do it, and like I'm not a full-time musician like you are. But haven't stopped really
No.
for since I started doing it in '94. I mean, maybe I've had a few months, but like a band breaks up, but like not that it's something I realize it's like it's not going anywhere. Like I'm gonna do it no matter what.
I mean, I think
So
was it Muddy Waters or Howlin' Wolf? I think it was Howlin' Wolf. Like retired for like decades or something at one point. Like one of the classic blues guys. Like
yeah.
went up to Chicago or wherever, and then like this is not working out, and then
Yeah.
like went back and like farmed, and then
Oh man, so
uh,
many of those blues guys did that.
and then like the British invasion came out, and they're like,
Yes.
"Hey, you guys are like the best," and they kind of had their career suddenly. Yeah,
Oh, I think there were quite a few of
a
those
few of
guys
those
where
exactly. Yeah,
they were like well known in like the 30s or whenever, like in their own like community, and then everybody forgot about them. And
yep,
then, like you said, the invasion came along and brought them all back out again. Like
yes,
that. So I feel like quite a few of them were like that, like Skip James and you know, uh, you know, what's his name? I'm forgetting some of that, but yeah, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf,
yep,
and Mississippi John Hurt, all those guys. I feel like so many of them were like came back because everybody was
sure.
listening to them because of the the British guys.
I mean, maybe there will be a avant noise rock
Ooh,
invasion from some new imperial. Maybe China will discover you,
oh my God,
and at 70 you'll just like
yeah.
you just like raking it in and
That's the thing, right? You don't fucking know. Like, who
no,
knows? It could be something weird like that.
yeah, who fucking knows? I
Because
mean,
those some of this stuff does come out of the woodwork like that,
did
and
you
you
did,
can't explain it.
did you guys did Airborne Radar? Did you guys ever play Japan?
We never did.
I
We
mean,
never did.
people like you in Japan.
Believe me, we were on a trajectory and we were on Skin Graft, and Mark had like such connections. Like
Yeah, yeah,
we had talked about it, and I feel like when the band broke up in the first time in 2002, like I'm sure that if we had stayed together, we would have gone.
sure.
But it did not happen. And so that was the one thing we were always wanting to do, and we never got to do it. So yeah, it
Yeah,
was a bummer. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't get to do it. Yeah. We played, you know, like we played shows with some of those bands like
A bunch
Melt
of them.
Banana and Zenny Gava and like
And
it's
also,
like
was it Doomsday? There was a Doomsday Student child abuse ruin show at Bard, and I played with.
oh yeah,
I double dipped. I played with Ruins also on that show.
yes. No, I remember that. Um
Was it Doomsday Student? It
but it
was.
wasn't Doomsday
What,
Student. You know what it was? It was
what,
actually um I was it was made in Mexico.
were you
Um,
made in Mexico?
well, I played a couple shows because John, the bass player, like couldn't make a couple of the shows on the trip.
Oh, okay.
And so, in fact, that's kind of like around the time I think I met you because
Probably, yeah.
like I remember you played that Bard show. I remember that in like because Child Abuse played too.
Yes.
I have like pictures from that actually.
That's funny.
And then, but yeah, it was Ruins Alone, and then you played, and I remember that shit. But it was actually made in Mexico. It was Doomsday.
'Cause I remember you being there, but then I was like, I don't. I
Yeah,
was like, I don't.
exactly.
He was made in Mexico, but okay, you were subbing. Okay.
I was, yeah, and it was so awesome to actually get to see you guys play with him and play like that whole thing was rad. It was super fun.
I'm playing with him this year.
Oh,
Supposedly in
oh hell yeah,
in
really?
July, late June. Yeah, I think that's in the works. We'll see if it happens. But
Oh, really? You
yeah,
and
yeah.
him? Is it like the two of you?
We're
Are you
gonna
doing
do
like a duo?
we're doing a duo. We're gonna also play with. I'm gonna go to Japan, so I'm gonna play with some other Japanese musicians too. But
Oh man,
it's gonna be a whole thing. He's
that's
insane.
amazing.
You
Amazing.
know, I did this tour with Kawabata Makoto from Acid Mothers, and
Yeah.
they all know each other. And he was telling me that Tetsuya Yoshida is such a determined and obsessed musician on every level, including his touring techniques. And he always so he doesn't tour with any gear anymore. No cymbals, no drumsticks.
Really?
So he has to have when he tours, a promoter has to provide drumsticks. It really,
Really?
yeah.
Wait, even the drumsticks.
So, but it gets even like Child Beast played in Peru once, and he had a festival
Wow.
in Chile, and he had flown from Japan to Calgary, had a 12-hour layover in Lima, Peru. Instead of waiting there, he got off the plane and played the show with us, and then went back to the airport and then flew to Santiago. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
really
God.
But
Wow.
this is what Calabata told me. He's like, if he has a book on the road, every time he finishes a page, he rips it out. So he's like bringing down the weight page by page.
What?
He's like that. He's like that. Yeah, there's more.
I remember
stories
like, like staying with him because like we stayed at someone's place, and he was just there. Like it's just like it was just hilarious just having him just like waking up in the morning and he's there. Your shit is just there.
Yes.
But then you guys also came over here with my other Japanese Kawabata, and that was actually really fun too.
Yes. Well, you're on that show. You're on that show. Oh my
I
God.
was on that show. Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
those Japanese. I mean, Anal Cunt would they would go to Japan, love them, and they would go.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
early
Okay.
'90s or something. They'd go, and each member would come back with like 15 G's eat a piece. Like,
Wow. Wow. I mean, that's what I remember hearing. It was always like a good I mean, yeah, I who knows, maybe someday I'll
yeah,
get to go there.
it's not so easy to get there. You kind of have to like force it. It's
Uh-huh.
it's
Okay, right.
it's
Yeah.
not like it's not like, hey, get unless you're like a superstar or something. They're not like, hey, come
Yeah.
here.
I know. I know that Brent in my band in Daughters, they get to go to Japan. So he actually got to do that.
That
It's
makes
pretty
sense.
cool.
That makes sense.
But I know you've been a few
Yeah,
times,
I mean,
right?
if you, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've been, I think like 3 times. I'm gonna go.
Nice.
This is my 4th time. Yeah.
Awesome.
No,
Wow, that's fantastic.
So you already so there had its real quickly I want to talk about Chrome Jackson. I mean that's kind of like almost
Yeah.
Allen sound music concretish kind of thing. It's like this collage is pretty cool. What inspired you to start that?
What inspired me to start that was literally like seeing the bands that I was in breaking up and like being like, well, I'm just gonna have a project that I'm always gonna do,
Yeah.
and so that I don't like it doesn't like I can always do something. I mean, now I'm trying to make sure that I do both projects because like there's been periods where I would do that and then I get in a band and then I wouldn't do it. But I'm trying to not treat it like it's just this thing. I want it to be both. But that was the impetus. It's like after Athletic Automaton broke up, I just started like thinking about doing my own thing. I was like maybe I'll try this solo thing and
Yep.
loops and messing around with that stuff, and that's where it all began. It was probably like 2008 or 2009 that I started doing
Well, like,
it.
if we've been playing music most of our lives,
Yeah.
we should be able to just make music by ourselves. I mean, like,
Exactly.
No,
You do a solo project.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen just video. I haven't seen you do it, but like live,
yeah,
but like I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
video. So
I mean that was kind of like a COVID solution.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
because like no one's usually asking for solo bass, right? But I was like,
Hey, Thrones, don't tell Thrones.
well, there you go. And so I was like, well, I should at least have that. So yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and if I'm doing like multiple tours and I don't want to fly back or something from Europe, I have like a week. I was like, well, I can just whip together some shows. But yeah, anyhow.
Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing it. I feel like it's like it's become, how it is. It's like it's been a challenge too doing solo, because you're already having to manage it all and kind of get it. But it's been like I've been enjoying it, and like yeah, I'm actually working on some new stuff now, and I'm actually looking to actually go into a studio because all the ones I've done before have been just recorded myself. But I'm actually looking to maybe make it sound bigger, do something with it.
Sure.
So yeah, look out for that maybe in the future. I don't know. I'll probably put it out myself.
or what you could do is with all the AI stuff, siphon. Or you just basically feed it into the Cuisinart blender thing, like everything you've done, and just tell it to make Steve Mattos a Steve Mattos record.
Oh my God!
And then you can just kind of edit and pick and choose, and we're there. We're there. Right
That's
now.
it, man. We certainly are. Oh my God.
Yes.
That shit is a nightmare. That stuff. Like when hearing about I had a couple of friends who totally got tricked by an AI band. Like where they listened, they were like, dude, I didn't even know I found out this band that I really liked was an AI band. I'm like, God damn it, man. Like it's so evil. Like you gotta tell us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, maybe it's evil, but it's also reality.
It is reality. It's just what it is. I know. That's what I like.
Well, if you have good ideas and you have these good bands, and it's a tool, and you can just use it. You still have to make executive aesthetic choices.
You do. Prompts. You got to make the prompts.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's like okay, practice. I can play all these notes, or I can just do this one thing, and it just sounds cooler. So it's the same thing.
It's so crazy because shit is so much easier to do now, and yet I kind of like it's a little bit. It's like
we're getting older, Steve. We're turning into
we need it.
We're turning into grumpy old men. Like in my day, you had to do all the hard stuff.
No, I know. It's just fascinating how shit like that. Now, you had to have some big giant room full of computers that now you can just on your a little device and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna play these sequence notes here.
I mean the Synclavier, which was like the synth digital audio workstation. I mean, those were made to order. I think they started at 60,000, but they like Stevie Wonders and stuff cost like $1 million.
Oh man, crazy!
And the hard drive looks like a fucking Lost in Space refrigerator.
Yeah. We are missing the visuals because I loved looking at that equipment on stage, even though lugging that shit around probably is always crazy. But I loved all the gear.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like a 1973 Roxy Music concert, and
man, exactly.
How many roadies?
The best. Yeah, right.
And how long's that sound check? Like a day?
Exactly.
And everything, each piece of equipment weighs like 100 to 600 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
God. Well, maybe they did deserve to get paid more back then. I mean,
no shit. Definitely. Yeah, I have like a quilter head now, like one of those quilter heads. Do you have those?
Yeah.
They weigh like 3 pounds. It's
like
amazing.
A Class D or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they sound great. I don't know. I like it.
There you go. So let's wrap it up. Let's talk about. I don't know if you have any shows coming up, or you guys just had your record release. Yeah,
we had the record release. I personally, Chrome Jackson is going to play a show next week in Pawtucket, this place called News Cafe.
All right.
But the next show is going to be in March with Oneida, actually, in Providence. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's great. We've actually played with Oneida in Providence like last year too. So that was rad.
They did shows in the fall, right?
Yeah.
They did a little tour in the fall. I was at the New York show. Exactly.
I think it was in the summer when we played with them last summer. But yeah, they may have. But yeah, it was great to play with them, and we're going to play with them again in March. like 22nd at ASG 20, I think it is.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. And then we have some other shows coming up. We're gonna play with Neptune in June.
They're scattered
Neptune
all
in
over.
June. Yeah, those right. Yes, they are. You've got like Colorado, Arizona, and North Carolina, I believe.
Which one of those states wouldn't you live in? I'm just roasting. Sorry, Neptune.
They would love it. Oh man. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. So yeah, we got some shows, but yeah, nothing outside of like Boston right now. But we want to get down to New York again. I'll tell you that for sure.
Let me know.
So let's definitely.
We can do some show or something.
We've got to do it. Yes, let's do it for sure.
Awesome, Steve. Thanks for doing this. And
Tim, thank you.